Oh, another cigar. We need lots of cigars this time. I feel much better, but you guys are like way on the ball. I do some seminars and I keep asking questions you really understood. What do you think this is? So slowly moving the car.
I can do slow.
Now look, if I kept him, this isn't a good block because if he lunges forward now, he's still going to get me. I have to be holding him off the line, so that's the hip thing. Right? Don't push against me because I'm there now. So technically, if you look, this half of my sword is on one side of his blade, and this half of my sword is actually on the other side of his blade, it's just underneath. For him to cut me, he has to raise. Okay? So he could be trying to slice my wrist, or he could be doing a ski. It doesn't make any difference. So as I feel that weight going off, I push my hand a little. So I'm sticking with him. Now, see how he got a little space on me there? So the other thing that happens is the hip pulls back. And then as he steps forward, my foot steps forward. Okay? And if you want, reverse the process. Down to the knees. See what's happening? This isn't even moving. Now, a lot of you are not opening up your hip here. And so at a certain point in the rotation, what you're really doing is pushing them away, and that sets them out there. What I really want to do is suck them in. If I went closer to this time. This is the same thing I've been talking about. When I make this move, this hip is sucking him in. And if I can suck him in, he'll run onto my tip. So if you only rotate a little bit, if you have stiff hips, you're going to push him here and set him. I don't even want him to feel my leg. They're really stiff. You're not trying to stick him. Yeah! Look where he ran on. If I make space for that, there is no technique for him now. Okay? That's your goal. Once you get good at this, once again, you kind of have to tone it down because you won't get through the form. But that's, when you did this move, that's what you're trying to do. The same thing as the punches. Really punch. Look where he is. He is on there. It's really hard for him. As opposed to a block sets him. I'm not going to block. I'm going to vacate. Oh! Oh! That's this. This move is that. Okay? So, he would like to see if he can do this fast enough that he loses me. And I would like to be so fluid with this that he doesn't lose me. So if you hear just a little bit of that's probably going to happen if he's very fast. But if you're hearing, no, make it faster. And if there's that gap between the time when you connected, you weren't sticking properly. Even if it worked. Right? Yes? Oh, okay. I was just asking, okay? It makes absolutely no difference to the forms whether you are going to do a ski that has a horizontal blade or a vertical blade. Okay? The horizontal blade thing came from two things. If it goes through the ribs, the horizontal blade fits between them and doesn't get caught. The vertical blade can get caught on the ribs. Okay? Now, that's one rationale. On the other hand, most of the time you're trying to do the throat and the rib things are relevant. Where I think it really came from, the guys are wearing armor. And if you know how Japanese armor works, they have a fairly solid breastplate. But then the shoulder pads are laid over here, and then there's some throat protection that hangs down. The flat blade is designed to hit that and slide up underneath and go in there. Okay? And if you were sticking somebody from the side, this is all layers with scales on the side. The solid stuff's here. the gaps were scales, and so if you came in here, it would slide up under the scales, and wouldn't ride along. Okay, that's one of the reasons that you might do that. It has absolutely no relevance to the form. It doesn't make any difference what you're doing with your ski for what they do. Okay, so do what you want.